speaker on the item.
Yes, it's Eric Previn, the county resident from District 3 on S2. The S1 item, sir, I'm prepared to waive my complaint for the moment. That was completely inappropriate, though, when a member of the public is requesting to speak, and yet, for some reason, there was a crossed off line on a piece of paper. It does not smell particularly good to this investigator. Now, going to a more general question, which is Supervisor Molina was asking about the state of investigations and sheriff issues regarding use of force, and I've done a little research about that, and it's interesting to note that I think it's this week, Chief Sheila Abner is in charge of IAB going forward. So Sheriff McDonald, who's our new Assistant Sheriff over Custody, who admitted that she has not yet read the use of force policy manual, will be possibly, there's a question there that is worth clarifying, because if we're going to farm out to one of the sheriff's old timers, Chief Abner, the oversight of these issues, and McDonald becomes a panelist among that group, it doesn't give the sign of new, fresh eyes that we were hoping for. And that said, there's not a lot of evidence that McDonald is really fresh new eyes. She's a old-time part of this system. She's a competent administrator, but is she going to provide the kind of leadership to address the culture issues that are needed? I would say, despite the fact that she makes a very good presentation, that is not likely, given the forces that are involved in that blue code of silence. I just want to say that there are a few details that came up. The department regarding complaints. The department is promising, when feasible, it will have a sergeant from another part of the facility investigate a complaint. When feasible is, of course, intolerable, because it's never feasible when you absolutely need it to be. And this is the kind of shifting around with what I think Supervisor Molina called layers that we need to get out of the way. We want to really turn on the lights as a metaphor for what's been going on. And when you ask the question about, hey, what is going on with a specific case called, for example, Dupree versus County of Los Angeles, guy was tasered in a cell, fell over, broke his bad story, very costly to the county. And then you follow up with the sheriff and the use of force policy manual. There doesn't seem to be a clear message about the use of tasers. There's lots of messages in different places, which is right where we started from. And that is kind of the question. You know, this felt like a blast from the past. Today was Merrick Bobb, who we haven't seen in years, almost a year. Mike Giannacco, who, by the way, I want to get this on the record. Mike Giannacco, under the great idea of Bill Fujioka, was given additional oversight of the DCFS, if you can believe it, and probation investigations, just to make sure that the integrity over there is just as good as over at the sheriff's. That to me right there alone is enough to say, okay, look, Mike's a good guy, he's a law enforcement professional for many years, let's put this to rest, okay? And Dick Droid's coming at 1 to give us another kind of a whitewash that we're going to enjoy. Thank you
for your testimony, sir. Final speaker.